In the state of Florida, you have many companies to choose from when you're looking for the best Medicare supplement provider. The two largest names that come to mind as dominating the Florida market, number one would be Florida Blue, and number two would be United Healthcare. Hi, my name is Mark Prip, and I've been helping people understand how Medicare works for over 15 years. Today, I want to highlight some of the biggest well-known companies that have the largest market share and the highest customer satisfaction rate when it comes to Medicare supplement plans in Florida. Quick reminder before I jump into this, all Medigap plan benefits are the same no matter which company you select. So if you're looking at Medigap Plan G with United Healthcare, the benefits and the coverage is going to be identical to that of Florida Blue's Medigap Plan G. Look for any unique features that each company has that I'm going to cover in this video today. Starting out at number one on my list is going to be Florida Blue. I've worked with Florida Blue personally for almost 20 years. So when it comes to their Medicare supplement plans, I'm a little biased because I've seen how they pay their claims, I've seen how they've remained competitive with their monthly premiums, and I've seen the perks that they offer with all of their Medicare supplement plans. Let's jump in and I'll show you what I mean. As you can see here right out of the gate, Florida Blue has a market share of roughly 18.5%. Example rates here I pulled on Plan G is coming in at $214 a month. On Plan N is $176 per month, and over the last year we've seen an average of a 7% increase in monthly premiums. Moving on to the additional features, they offer discounts through the Blue 365 program. They offer Silver Sneakers Fitness program at an additional premium. What's unique about Florida Blue is they offer an age-locked premiums. That means whatever age you enter into your Medigap plan, your rates will not increase due to age. They will only increase due to medical claims for the whole state of Florida on a risk basis as a whole. They also offer an additional 1.5% monthly APO discount if you set up to have your premium come out of your checking account automatically. And last but not least, they are an established company that has been in Florida for over 50 years. Moving on to number two on the list would be United Healthcare. They have a slightly smaller market share of around 10%, but as you can see on their sample rates, on Plan G is coming in around $215 a month and Plan N at $183. So Florida Blue and United Healthcare's rates per month have always been very, very competitive year over year. And on the average rate increase, we're looking at the same amount roughly as that of Florida Blue, coming in at around 7% per year. Some of the additional features that United Healthcare offers is the option to include a Renew Active Fitness program. They offer discounts on dental, vision, and hearing. And again, they're also an established company that has been operating in the state of Florida for over 20 years. And last but not least on my list is Cigna. Cigna's been around for a long time. They're fairly new to the state of Florida. We don't see a lot of activity with them, but I figured it was worth mentioning them because although they're a newcomer, their rates are a little more competitive. However, their rate increases are looking like they're a little bit more than that of Florida Blue and United Healthcare. So their market share is just over 1%. You can see the example rates on Plan G coming in at $190 per month. Plan N is $141. But again, their average rate increase over the past year has been roughly 7 to 10%, so a little bit more than United Healthcare and Florida Blue. Some of the features of Cigna, they offer all 4 standardized plans. That's the same with United Healthcare and Florida Blue. That's nothing special. And typically you're looking at Plan N and Plan G as your most popular options. They have up to 25% premium discounts on household discounts if a spouse or a family member applies. They offer similar benefits like Healthy Reward program like Florida Blue and United Healthcare offer, and Cigna boasts a 24/7 customer service care, which again is not that big of a deal, but it's an added benefit. We've covered the top 3 companies. Now the biggest question that comes to most people's minds is, what about rate increases? If I pick Florida Blue or if I pick pick United Healthcare, I want to know the future and know what my rate increases are going to be. So let me give you a little bit of history on Medigap rate increases, and that should kind of shed some light on the subject for you to understand what to expect in the future, no matter which company you choose. Let's take a look. So Medigap companies will apply regular rate increases. Unfortunately, there's no way around this. That's the same with homeowners insurance or auto insurance or the price of eggs or gas or milk. Inflation happens, the cost of medical care rises. That's unavoidable. So historically, the market average was around 4% increase per year. That's going back to around the 2010s. From the 2010s till about 2018, it was around 5%. And then COVID happened. Well, when COVID happened, everyone was in quarantine and delayed care. So those people that had non-urgent medical needs, like a surgery that wasn't urgent that they could wait on, all of those people delayed care during COVID, and once COVID started to dissipate, people rushed back out in the medical field to get these non-urgent matters handled. So there was a large influx of people filing claims at the same time. That is a big driving factor of why we're seeing rate increases in the range of 7 to 10%, not just in Florida, but across all states. This is not unique to Florida or unique to Florida Blue and United Healthcare. You simply won't avoid these rate changes with any company you pick. The hope is, as now that some of these COVID claims are starting to settle down, as we enter in the next 1 or 2 years, we're hoping that rates start to come down and stabilize once the heavy claim activity slows down. Now, when it comes to the most popular Medigap plans, I've taken a screenshot from the Kaiser Family Foundation that highlights that Plan G is definitely the winner. Plan G is the most popular policy type in the Medigap market in a study done that was in 2023, with 39% of Medigap enrollees, or nearly 5.3 million people, choosing Medigap Plan G. I've wanted to highlight this slide because when people are new to Medicare, they're looking at the full Medigap chart that has all 10 plans. But really, when it comes down to it, the two most popular plans that people select are going to be, number one is going to be Medigap Plan G because it's the most inclusive of all coverage. The only thing that Medigap Plan G does not cover is your annual Medicare Part B deductible. After that, you're home free when it comes to out-of-pocket costs. Plan N is the second runner-up, slightly lower premiums, as you notice when I discussed the three companies. It's slightly lower premiums because there is a little more cost sharing on Plan N. You will have a $25 copay for office visits and a $50 copay for urgently needed care on Plan N. So those two copay features drive down that monthly premium, and of course you still have to pay your Medicare Part B deductible, whether it's Plan G or Plan N. So here are my final thoughts. I live and work in the state of Florida in the Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage industry. Florida Blue is my favorite option. They're based in Florida. Their rates are competitive. They've been here before the baby boomer rush caused all of these other smaller companies to flood the market. They're a gorilla in the industry, and their perks are very nice as well. Be careful where you gather your information. A lot of websites on Google are simply just compiling data and giving very shallow information. Most of these people have not worked firsthand with these companies like we have here as licensed agents. Another popular place I see a lot of people talking is Reddit. Again, with Reddit, that's helpful, but you have to be careful because there's a lot of people that don't understand the industry workings and how things work, giving loose advice or recommendations that aren't always backed up by facts. So again, you will experience rate increases. However, rate increases are regulated by the Department of Insurance in Florida and any state. I hope this video has been helpful. I congratulate you on looking for a Medicare supplement Supplement plan instead of a Medicare Advantage plan, Medicare Supplement is a far superior choice. It gives you more control of your care and more freedom and flexibility than a Medicare Advantage plan. If you have questions, feel free to comment below. Give us a call direct. We would be happy to run an individualized quote for Florida Blue to see where your rate stacks up and help you understand the different options in more detail. Thanks for watching.